And as you mentioned, the effects from Kelvin expected to reach Hawaii Island first. You saw the clouds pushing in. KITV4's Big Island Bureau Chief Jeremy Lee joins us live right now. And Jeremy, proactive planning already underway.
Absolutely. We've been to Hilo High School. We've seen some of the shelters. We've seen people stop by and fill up their water jugs at the waste management site. We've seen a lot of people in parking lots preparing, and just as residents are prepared, so is the county. And with me right now is Big Island Mayor Mitch Roth.
Aloha.
Aloha. And you have been here at Civil Defense. We're at the Civil Defense building. What is the latest on briefings?
Well, we're still doing our preparations. We're going to be, closing pretty much the county for, the public for a lot of those things like the beaches and our county offices, our forward-facing offices. We'll still have our emergency workers out there taking care of our roads and everything like that. We do have our shelters that have started to open. I think we've opened about 8 of them so far. And so right now we're just in preparation mode.
All right. And has anything changed when you talk to the National Weather Service and you get your updates? Is there anything that is in the last, 12 hours or even since we last spoke yesterday, is there anything that came up that you thought, oh, that's a bit of an adjustment, anything like that?
Well, we've been planning for this for several weeks already. And, from last week, we've been meeting with our teams. And so the preparations are pretty much the same. We did see that the winds got a little bit stronger today, but our reaction to that is pretty much what we're doing. Our plan is kind of set. We've been going through the different checks, and so we're pretty much staying with our plan.
And lastly, when I spoke with Civil Defense and we had a chance to talk, they said, the whole island really needs to be repaired, but there are some parts of the island that are not used to maybe getting this much rain. Yeah,
so where we're looking at a lot of this rain is going to happen down in the Ka'u area, and so that area is prone to flooding. We ask people if they're driving to, actually probably to stay off the roads. If there's ponding, turn around, don't drown. We expect to have some things like power lines, branches, and things like that falling down. So we have our work crews standing by ready. But, if they can, stay home, stay off the roads, makes it safer for everyone, especially if we have first responders out there, responding.
And we did see that last February, especially in Pahala, where that car was swept away. We saw a lot of roads overrun.
Yeah, we've seen those kinds of things happen, and this is looking like it's going to be a pretty good storm, and we're expecting some flooding and some, like I said, down power lines and some other things. So, just we ask people to be aware if they haven't battened down their hatches already. Make those last preparations at home. We ask you to do that. Hopefully you have your emergency plans, you have your water, you have your flashlights and things like that in case we lose power. We're getting prepared for anything, hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
All right, there you have it, Mayor Mitch Roth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to you in the studio. We have much more coming up in future newscasts about the preparations going on here on Hawaii Island. Reporting live, Jeremy Lee, KITV4 Island News.